Introduction. For decades, the United States has maintained one of the most advanced and wide-ranging military technology portfolios in the world. Among its many defense systems, the AGM-84 Harpoon stands out as one of the most widely used and respected anti-ship missiles globally. Its introduction in the 1970s marked a turning point in modern naval warfare, especially during the Cold War when maritime power had become essential to global strategy. At the same time, America's standing in international security has also depended on its nuclear technology, not only in terms of weapons but also in areas such as energy production, deterrence strategy, scientific research, and global non-proliferation leadership. When studying the Harpoon missile in the wider context of American power, it becomes clear how technological innovation, geopolitical strategy, and military doctrine have worked together to shape the United States' role on the world stage. This article explores the Harpoon missile's historical development, design purpose, role in American maritime strategy, and its symbolic importance in the age of nuclear and advanced military technology. Origins and development of the AGM-84 Harpoon. The AGM-84 Harpoon was developed by McDonnell Douglas, now part of Boeing, during a time when the U.S. Navy faced a major challenge: the growing naval strength of rival states, especially the Soviet Union. In the early 1970s, the U.S. recognized that surface ships needed a reliable, long-range, sea-skimming weapon capable of engaging enemy vessels before they could pose a direct threat. The Harpoon project officially began in 1971, and within a few years, the missile became operational. Designed to be versatile, the Harpoon could be launched from aircraft, naval ships, submarines, and ground launchers, making it one of the most adaptable anti-ship weapons of its time. Importantly, the Harpoon was not created to escalate conflict but to maintain a credible deterrent at sea. Its development reflected the United States' broader strategy: invest in advanced technologies to discourage adversaries from threatening American interests or those of its allies. Design philosophy and mission purpose. Rather than focusing on technical specifications, it is more valuable to understand why the Harpoon was built the way it was. The philosophy behind the missile emphasizes 4 key principles. 1. Versatility. The Harpoon can operate in multiple environments: air, sea, and underwater. By enabling several branches of the military to use the same system, the U.S. ensured interoperability and logistical efficiency. 2. Precision. The Harpoon was developed to hit maritime targets accurately, even at long distances. Its guidance system was designed to identify enemy ships while reducing the risk of striking unintended targets. 3. Survivability. A critical element of modern missiles is the ability to evade enemy defenses. The Harpoon's sea-skimming flight path keeps it close to the ocean surface, making it harder for ships to detect and intercept. 4. Safety and stability. Although it is a powerful military tool, the purpose of the Harpoon, like many U.S. weapons, is rooted in deterrence. By maintaining advanced defensive capabilities, the United States seeks to prevent conflict rather than provoke it. Role in U.S. naval strategy. The Harpoon missile became an important part of United States maritime dominance, especially during the Cold War. The oceans were viewed not just as large bodies of water but as strategic theaters where superpowers projected influence. Submarines, aircraft carriers, and naval fleets played crucial roles in national defense. The Harpoon contributed to this strategy in several ways. Maintaining control of sea lanes. The global economy depends on secure shipping routes. The Harpoon helped protect these routes by giving U.S. forces the capability to engage hostile ships before they threatened commercial or military vessels. Supporting allies. The Harpoon is widely exported to friendly nations, forming part of collective security arrangements such as NATO. This helps ensure stability in critical regions without requiring a constant U.S. naval presence. Enhancing air and naval operations. Aircraft equipped with Harpoons can support naval operations by providing rapid response capability. Surface ships armed with Harpoons extend their striking range far beyond their onboard guns. Deterrence. Technology like the Harpoon discourages potential adversaries from engaging in aggressive behavior at sea. The mere presence of a capable anti-ship missile can make hostile commanders think twice. Evolution and modern upgrades. Over the decades, the Harpoon missile has undergone numerous upgrades to adapt to changing military needs. Though the core principles remain the same, modern versions include improved guidance technology, greater resistance to electronic countermeasures, extended operational range, launch capability from more advanced platforms. These improvements ensure that the Harpoon continues to serve effectively alongside newer American naval systems. American power in the context of nuclear technology. The second part of the topic relates to America's power and nuclear technology. This area is vast and does not refer only to nuclear weapons, but also to nuclear energy, scientific research, and America's leadership in global nuclear policy. 1. Nuclear weapons as strategic deterrence. Since the late 1940s, the United States has maintained a nuclear arsenal not for battlefield use but as part of a strategy known as nuclear deterrence. The principle is simple: a country with a credible nuclear capability is less likely to be attacked, especially by another nuclear-armed state. America's nuclear policy, rooted in stability, control, and international responsibility, focuses on preventing nuclear war through arms control treaties, strict safety protocols, diplomatic agreements, robust command systems. 2. Nuclear energy and scientific leadership. Beyond military applications, the U.S. has led research in nuclear power plants for electricity, medical uses of radioactive materials, space exploration, including nuclear-powered probes, advanced physics research, such as particle accelerators. This scientific leadership contributes to technology, medicine, and global progress. 3. Non-proliferation efforts. The United States is a major supporter of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty (NPT), which aims to prevent the spread of nuclear weapons while promoting peaceful uses of nuclear energy. Through diplomacy, inspections, and cooperative agreements, America works to reduce nuclear danger worldwide. Connecting the Harpoon missile with U.S. nuclear and strategic power. While the Harpoon missile itself is not a nuclear weapon, it represents a broader pattern of American defense strategy, combining advanced conventional weapons with responsibly managed nuclear capabilities to maintain global stability. Here's how they connect. Conventional deterrence complementing nuclear deterrence. Advanced conventional weapons, like the Harpoon, allow the U.S. to respond to most threats without relying on nuclear weapons. This reduces the risk of escalation and supports international security. Technological innovation is a national strength. Both the Harpoon missile and U.S. nuclear programs reflect the country's strong research institutions, defense industry, and scientific community. Strategic balance. American military power relies on different layers: air, sea, space, cyber, nuclear, and conventional forces. The Harpoon is part of the conventional maritime layer, while nuclear technology forms the strategic, long-range deterrent layer. Alliance support. Just as the U.S. extends nuclear protection to allies under treaties, it also shares defensive conventional technology, like the Harpoon, with partner nations. This strengthens global stability. Impact on global security. The Harpoon missile did more than improve U.S. naval strength. It changed the balance of maritime power in many regions. When Allied nations acquired Harpoon systems, their coastal defenses improved significantly, reducing opportunities for hostile naval forces to operate freely. Meanwhile, America's nuclear policies have helped shape decades of